Hello everybody, I'm here out in my garden. I decided 31 degrees is considered warm to me. 20 or 15 or 9 is outrageously crazy, so I wouldn't come out. I only come out to feed them and made sure I pick up their eggs. But I put 2 nesting boxes here. I cleared this all out. I'll show you what I've been doing. So this is going to be like one nesting area for a future mommy. You know, if I get, 2, I don't know. I think this would be great for one mommy. And then, I have the resting area here. And then I have this area here. And that's another nesting box over here. And then I have a giant nesting box here. Sometimes they lay them in here. I'm in the process of putting in a wooden wall across here because of all the crazy wiring I did in here. I still got the hole over there. I'm going to put a big piece of wood like I did right here. There's a big piece of wood. And I got another big piece of wood over there. And I'm going to put that there, and I'm going to fill in this whole wall in wood. And I thought about trimming that one off because it's pushing up on it. But I don't know. I might leave it there. Just to kind of give it a wooden feel. Keep the cold air off of them. I went and fixed up this area using the old tablecloth of mine just to give them, the waters don't come in here so much. And I made it more open for them. There's no water in this side anymore because it's just freezing and everything. And I opened up the greenhouse and let them come in there and eat the dirt and do whatever chickens do. I mean, they were on this side too. I just have that side open. I pinned it all up there. So now they're in there and they can dig around all they want and, dig it up and poop in it, make it, I guess what you call poop. I mean, manure or chicken, whatever they call it. Anyway, that they can poop and all that in there all they want. I still have leaves in here. All my friends said, why do you have leaves in here? Well, it helps if their feet don't get too cold. And the Faverolles are doing so much better now since they got rid of those California whites. They're getting all their feathers back. They're more calm again. They're so much happier. In a way, I understand now when you put a aggressive chicken in with, Faverolles, they don't really get along that good. They turn into like trying to become vicious, but I got them back to being calm and collective, and Gabby's just not used to having a muffs and beard again, so she's got her muffin beard. That's Gabby right here, and that's Frenchie. And I put their snack in here, and I didn't open that side up because that side went dormant. So that's what happens. It looks like it died, but it actually went dormant. And then when I go in there, I'll cut off all that stuff, and then it'll all regrow again. Here's Mr. Rooster. Hello, Mr. Rooster. He's starting to get his thorny things, and he's starting to look like, I always call them thorny things. I know it's called spurs, but I call them thorny things. And I'll show you guys what I've been doing in the backyard. I've been raking it up and everything, and I have plastic for all the windows and everything. But out here, I got to step up to get out here. I've been raking this all up, hoping that maybe some of the seeds I put in here a while ago will start germinating. I've been putting my post in here, like the wooden post. I decided I'm going to build from the thing here. Some places it's going to be rock field, some places it's going to be plant field. So over here, what I did over here, see I got some more here, and that's going to be plant field. So I'm going to come back out one more of those out. I just have to figure out how to place them. Right now I just put a bunch of stuff there. That one's crooked. I don't know what's going on with that one. I'll have to figure out how I can shift it back. I thought about putting a board on the bottom down through there to kind of help shift them all to be the same direction. That's just an idea. I don't know if I'm going to do it. There's a blueberry plant in that one. I can't do anything about that. I'm going to transplant it, but I'm not doing it right now. This used to be the area where I had that thing for them to what do they call it now, to dust themselves. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to move all this dirt back against this thing and build one of those like gardens like in there with a hoop in it, but have the hoop open on both ends so they can go through, do whatever they want to do. They can, that way if a hawk comes in, flies in, they all can go in there and they're all safe. So just trying to figure out ways to make them safe and much more happier in this place here. So, but my goal is to build these special planters that go halfway up, and I can fill them up with leaves all the way up to the top if I want to, and then it folds down and it decays. And then I can put like some dirt in there, since this dirt is so great from all the chickens have been pecking at it. And maybe take some of that dirt out, fill it in there, and then put a garden in for each one of the chickens so they can have a garden. I have all these really great ideas. And these are just new ideas. I mean, I'm still going to keep their greenhouse and everything, but they surely like it. Man, I got hair in my mouth. I don't know how I got the hair in my mouth. But anyway, and so they really like this, and they play in it, and they dig around. I don't mind if they dig all the leaves back. I mean, eventually the leaves are all going to be stacked up inside there. I almost lost all my elderberry. I didn't know you're supposed to leaf them up pretty good, so they were all frosted pretty bad. So I went ahead and, you know, put little baskets over them and a whole bunch of leaves on them, so they'll keep them warm until spring, and then I'll see if any new parts come out, and then I'll cut the old parts out so they'll reproduce. It should grow another foot or two. I don't know. I mean, now since I let it get frostbite so bad and everything. There's all my Easter egg, and there's a mixed. It's a mix from a large chicken to a small chicken, but it took the small chicken gene. Now, what's going on in there? Who knows? But anyway, and but this is a I can't remember what she called it now. It's mixed with a Bandom chicken, which is kind of cool because this makes it really cool. Those are actually, that one there, that black one is a Bandom, and you know, Bandom Cochin Bandom, and then there's another Easter egger, and Easter egger. And wherever Mr. Rooster go, he was in here a minute ago. And then my two Faverolles really like the rooster now. They really get into talking with him and everything. So, but this is their place. They can go and nibble, like whatever they want to do, and dig up whatever they want to do. Whatever chickens do. I mean, that's what they do. They dig and dig and dig. And everybody said, well, you should make compost piles. It's kind of hard to do that because, you know, we don't really leave leftovers, so everything is always eaten up. So I only make enough for everybody. I mean, I got this all opened up. I took an ice pack. This is a big, huge ice thing. I just left it there. I figured, what the heck. Anyway, so, and I'm thinking about, like this tree here. Big tree. I got the owl on the other piece. But I might trim it halfway up and let it drop that way. And then splice it. You know, cut little splices in it. And put some more of these branches back in it, make it shorter and make it bigger. I don't know, just an idea. I'm thinking about doing more splicing, and I'm working on a new quail area. My daughter wants to take all my, what those quails called? Well, they're turnips. They're all turnip quails, but they're they lay the blue eggs. She's been wanting. So she said, "This is all bigger they get." I said, "This is it. This is how big they get." She's like, "I want them." So she's like, "Buy me a cage. I want them." And so I was like, "Fine." So I'm gonna get her a cage, and I'm gonna probably give her the other quails that I raised. What in the heck is that? A rope in the ground? Gosh dang it! Things I find in the ground. My son used to have this as his playway hiding area, but now I turned it into a chicken area. So, but they're all enjoying it. They all come out. There comes Mr. Rooster now. Red the rooster, even though he doesn't really look like red. He's more like gold. We should call him Golden Rooster because he's turning more gold and he's losing the orange. But just fine. You know, he's got his earmuffs. You know, I like the earmuffs. I wish all my chickens had earmuffs. Not all of them do. And he calls them over when he finds a little morsel of food, but somebody gets it and they're like, "Well, where is it? I didn't get it." And then there's the big one that nobody knows what it is. Some people think it's one thing, and some people, I don't know. It's mixed with something. I'm not sure what. She's still funny. Very funny. But anyway, so, and I put patching work up here. I ordered some more of the heavy-duty stuff to put up here. Use this stuff for patching for now. And all that. But they're doing really well. So let's go into the other side. I gotta lift this up to get in here. Go back in here. Yep, some of them are in here. The other Cochins are in here. And the Frizzles in here. And this is the area I'm making the new wall. And I'm going to put a wall over here too. Eventually this will be a wall, and then this will be a wall. And here, I'm not sure if I'm going to really put a wall up. This one's mostly like an open area anyway. I might put a wall here, you know, because the sun gets so hot. And I might put a wall here coming up to about here, down. Put a wall here, maybe a partial wall here. Because I eventually want to make this into like a coop miniature run for other chickens or whatever. You know, whatever I decide I want to do. Anyway, I have one broody chicken now, and that's Alice. The blackbird has now, which is Crow, which is now not broody anymore. Let me go show you. Oh, I got these things in the front of this so in case if the I don't have any raccoons. I think the raccoons are not really thrilled about me anymore. There we go. One broody hen, which is Alice, the game bird, the Indian game bird, partial Cornish hen. She doesn't lay on any eggs, she's just broody. So just leave her sit there. She'll work it out. A lot of people say, well, you need to put her in her own separate cage. No, I found if you do that, then when they come back in, they're all picking on that one. So I find just leave them in there, let them figure it out. I have a heater down there, cozy heater. I have a thing that keeps the water from freezing. And I have a heat lamp because it still gets cold in here, and I didn't really, block it off really well. So, and I'm still working on the roof area, which I have not got done with. And I told myself that I have to get done with that, but I haven't done it yet. So anyway, everybody always asks me, where's your chickens sit? Well, I added a bunch of, sticks and everything and built one. So they all sit on that. They all literally sit on there. I used to have other things, but they tore them down. So I said, okay, we're going to use branches. Branches work best. So I used branches. I screwed them into the wood and everything. They all seem to be fine. They all go in here and they do their thing. So now everybody knows that they do have a roost. Not that area over there is like a roost. That's if they want a roost. And I got this here, and I'm going to lock this up. And then I put this jar right here. It's kind of a glass jar, so it's fine. And I need to clean this up some more, rake some more. It's an ongoing thing. Now there's no more leaves, so now I'm just going to rake it up. And then I'll do it later. I want to show you guys, I did put the quail out here. The only quail that's still in the house is what they got beating up on. Because, they beat up on it after it hit its head a couple times. I put the little quail in here. I don't know if you guys can see them. I think they're all in here. I think you could see them really well when I come in here. Let me see if you can see them. See them in there? They're the quail. They're very quiet in here. You don't even know they're even existing. They kind of like do this little cooing purr thing. I'm not sure which one's the male. I don't know where he went. It's not him down there, is it? No. And but he'll stand real tall, and he'll make a lot of racket, and then he checks out his females. He only has 2 females, so. And I have that other female inside the house that keeps, everybody says that only the crow crows. No, wrong. The females will crow as a locator crow, but lower, much lower, just like a Bob White does. Bob White female will say Bob White at a lower tone, and the males do it higher. So then that's how it's called a locating call, and they call each other to call each other back together. So I've learned some stuff. I mean, I bet you money a lot of people don't know that. I've been doing a lot of research on these birds and the other birds. So, and then that's a brown there. That one's the one that's going to have a brown, tan, but speckled brown specks all over it. My daughter said, so I'm going to have eggs. I said, yeah, if you want them, and then so I could open this up for Bob Whites, because my husband says he'd rather have Bob Whites. He hates the crowing on these ones. So, but you don't even hear him out in the garden when that one crows. And he goes, it does? I said, yeah, there's a heat one there. That keeps the water. Their water stayed nice all the way through the 9 degrees and everything. It was warm in here. I literally went in here and said, oh my gosh, it's warm. The only thing that froze was this water here. This one here. You can hear the ice cube? That's the only one that froze because it wasn't inside. If it was inside, it would never froze. But they have half of water in there, and their food is over here. And everybody says, oh, they need sand. I gave them a lot of sand. They don't do any sand. I mean, they will not even jump in the sand and fluff themselves. That one guy says you can give him sand. I remember his name. Redneck something. I don't remember his name. But anyway, he said you don't have to give him sand. If they need to go in the sand, if they get bugs, they know, and they'll do it when they want to. So they have a whole bunch of sand right there. I piled and poured it all in. All they do is throw food on top of it. I mean, everybody says, oh, give them a feeder that don't give them, their food won't go everywhere. Well, these things do put them everywhere. There's food. Look at that. That's all food. That came out of that container. I built this thing to keep the food in there, and they still dig it out. So I gave up on that. So, and I threw birdseed in there, but that's all gone. And the male, I couldn't figure out what he was doing. He was making a lot of racket one day. And I went in here, and he literally took, I don't even want to give you graphics on it, but I'll just say he killed a mouse. A mouse got in, not sure exactly how. Must be a hole somewhere, and I haven't figured it out. I've been looking all over the place trying to figure out how a mouse got in there. But if a mouse can get in, doesn't mean a rat can get in. So a mouse can get in means a snake can get in. So I have to locate the hole, which I have to find it. I'm still looking all around trying to figure out what did I forget to cover. Anyway, so it got in here and it couldn't get away. I kept hearing the mouse screaming, and then the other one, the boy, literally jumped on top of it and literally just tore it all to shreds. I had to get it out of there. It was already dead by the time I got in here. And so the male does protect his girls. And the girls were all too busy hiding in the corner, all freaked out. And the male literally stuck himself into that thing, and he literally got rid of it. And I did put in some more cloth, because everybody kept saying, oh, they're going to get cold, or they're going to get a wind chill. This is all covered in. And the only place it's not covered in is way up high. And that just helps circulate air. It just gets really hot in here. So I don't know what they're talking about, but I went ahead and just to get people happy, I put another thing on this side. So I don't know if you can see them over here or not. There's the two. One's a male. I don't know. They're red colored. Hard to see. And that's my work area. I got all kinds of new wood. All my new wood to build my wall over here. I want to build a wall right here. This is going to be a wall like that wall. And then put some smaller meshy stuff up on it. Hello. Look at that. I got little brownie coming in. Silver brownies coming in to see what I'm up to. Hi. How you doing? I picked her up today and she just looked at me like, why did you pick me up? I just wanted to look at you and see how much you've changed. She's still the same little bird and everything. Still got that little broken toe after having that injured leg, but she got better, but the toe's all broken. So I just have to keep that in toenail. She can't seem to trim it down by scratching, and that one doesn't scratch. So I have its wood. I need to go get food for the quail. I'm running out. And more wood. And I decided not to build a door over there. I'll probably just leave them in there and just leave this as storage for me, my wood, and whatever else I want to do. If one does get out, I still got to put a blocker here so I can step in if I have to. And I put a blocker on that side, so if I opened it up, they can't come out. They can't just walk out. They can fly out, they can't walk out. But I don't think they want to fly. I mean, they do fly. And I went and got a tree and I cut it down. I don't know if you guys can see it or not. See that tree in there? And I put a bunch of stuff in it, so that's where they sleep. And I didn't really build this up over here, this area here yet, but I just want to get this area set for them so they can come in here and sleep and get all nice and warm together and everything. But they're in there. Well, there's a little female. I don't know where the male went to. He's much taller. Oh, he's in there. I see his body. He's in there all curled up. So they stay pretty cold, pretty warm in here. I have to see what else I got to do. Might put more screening in. I haven't got that far. Just enough for now. They're all protected enough from the wind and the cold. They're doing really well in there. She just keeps running back and forth. Oh, well. But they go in there and they hide, which is what they do. And this is my little bird. I'm going to go back out. I'm done in here. I just wanted to go see what I have. You're not going to go out? Come here, let me pick you up. Maybe you'll go out. Yep, there she goes. She don't want to be picked up. I'm going to close this off. I got to get them fed and everything. When I'm running around everywhere. Let me see, setting this on here. This is what I do. Sorry, I know I should show you guys something else other than me locking up, but this is to lock up them to keep them safe, even though they have a locking system in there, but I still want to keep them safe. And then I went and dumped, there's water in there, I went and dumped these on top so the water goes back in. Right there, dude, the water goes back in because they were inside the buckets and everything. This one still has a leak. My son says, it's not leaking. Yeah, leaking. It's leaking. Nobody believes me. It's leaking. Oh, look at that. That thing's filled up with water and solid ice. Well, maybe I gotta tip it over. That's what I've been doing with all of them. I just been tipping them over. Maybe they'll, oh my goodness, like that. Oh, I got so many things. My daughter goes and she's been ordering off of Chewy like I do. And now she said those are the last of those. She's not buying from the store anymore. Those cost her $30. And I looked at her like, well, I'll give you more money for them. And she said, nope, that's the last I'm going to buy. I'm going to buy them all in cardboard boxes. And I said, well, now I can't use that. But those are my last two. And I'm trying to debate what to do with them. I might take them and turn them into drinking things. But I haven't decided because, I mean, they're so much bigger than the last one she got me. See how little that one is? Those are bigger. So I don't know. And then that it's obviously bigger than those two. I might turn those into drinking things that are smaller. That way they get fresh water all the time. See, here's another one I've already made a drinking thing out of it. They broke it somehow. I think it's full of ice. Still full of ice? Yeah. I don't know. Anyway, I got to get them all back inside. I'm going to go get their mealworms. There's Turtle Dove. Hi, sweet Turtle Dove. How you doing? She's so adorable. Hi. I'm going to get you guys your food now and put you back in there. But anyway, I'll show you what I'm up to. Oh yeah, and over here I'm tearing this whole thing down. Let me show you what I'm doing. I've been sketching all my garden out again. Tearing that whole thing down. I'm going to take this all out and put another quail house up above, or a place to put chickens I'm going to sell. I haven't decided. I told my husband I haven't decided. Let's wait till my daughter decides if she wants these quail, when she wants me to bring them over and all that. But I told her I have to make you a cage. I do have a cage. I just have to make a bottom for it. And if I do the bottom and she can keep it clean, she can put probably 2 quail in it. I wouldn't recommend her have 4 quail. So I'll probably keep 2 here. I'll probably keep the red ones. I'll give her the little tuxedo and the other one. She said, well, am I going to get eggs? I don't know. I think the tuxedo one is a female. She keeps doing the locating call, but she only does it a few times. She doesn't do it a lot. My husband says, how come she does that? Because she's trying to locate another one like her. And she's lonely. I guess I can go get the brown one and bring her out and put her in there, because that's the one my daughter's going to have anyway. The brown one and this other one. I told my daughter, when you get bored with it, don't bring them back. Do whatever you want with them. But for now, you can have them for the eggs, because she wants eggs, but she can't get over here all the time. So I told her whatever. But anyway, this is all going bye-byes. I got to take a post out. And there's a post and there's a post. And take this out. And then my neighbors inform me that they're going to move their building over that way and build a nice big garage and take that fence and move it back to where it belongs, so I can have my 8 inches back here to be able to plant wildflowers and all that kind of stuff and put my fence back up and my wavy wire, because right now they keep flying. Those darn little birds will keep flying up there. Everybody said, trim their wings. They still fly all the way up here, sometimes up on the roof, and I can't get them down. I have to wait till they come back down, and that big hawk will come along and eat them, and then I'll be really screwed. But they said that they're planning on taking that whole thing down, and they're going to take this fence. I think they should take this fence and move it to their backyard. You know what I mean? To the backyard, you know, like take a couple of those dead trees down that's back there and just put it in the backyard. And that way, because if they put a big building in here anyway, it's going to be covering most of it anyway. So if they want to. And they told me they're taking down the big tree, which is all the branches that keep falling off over here. I told them that's like on the line, but I'll help them. I'll pay for some of it too. But they're going to take that tree down. Oh, it's an annoying tree, especially the acorns that hit you in the head. But that's the one that needs to come down. But I think it's right on the line. So I told them that I'll like throw $100 toward them. They can find somebody to take it down. It's annoying. It's really big and it's annoying. I don't like it. I mean, I don't mind those ones. They're big and I don't mind them. But that one, the branches that break off and hit this top of this and puts holes in my tarps and everything. Oh, makes me go crazy. Anyway, but I was talking to the neighbor's wife. I can't remember her name, but anyway, I know it's in my head. I just can't remember it. But anyway, she said that they're going to move that big building. She's going to use it as her workroom, and they're going to take this lean tube thing and take it out, and they're going to move this fence, which is going to be so awesome. I told them you can have it. I really don't want it. It's just, you know, the dirt in my garden's just making it look nasty. So they can take it away. I'm happy. Put the dirt back after they dig the holes, so I can put my fence back up. Because I don't know what to do. I mean, I like to have my fence, and then I like to put wildflowers in there, and they all come growing out, and the birds get to pick them. They eat the flowers, and they never want to fly out. But right now, I'm having difficulties right now. I want to almost put wavy wire up here to keep them from flying out. And I don't know what else to do. So anyway, that's where I'm at. I'm going to tear all this out, which I haven't done. And I mean, some of my fencing is already up back this way. I just like to continue the rest of it back the way it used to be. And it'd be so much nicer. But that's a building, and I got that one done. This building everything's went dormant, so it's fine. And but I got to put chickens away. So I'm going to let you guys go. I don't know what to let you look at. My chick crossing sign my neighbors gave me. I love that. It's so cool. It's really great because they do cross through here. I think all the chickens are out back. It's all right. I'll get them all back in. I just show them some mealworms, and they'll be following me like, oh my goodness, she's giving us mealworms. Yum, yum. Anyway, and I put the door and lock that in there. So, I mean, I have supports in. Might have to add another support over there. I haven't done it yet. What's going on? I keep hearing noises in there. No, I thought I heard somebody in there. I don't know where they're at. Or maybe one's in the nesting box over there. That's what it is. Anyway, I'm just going to let you guys go. Talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.